Travel Mall welcomes Alfonso Paredes, Expedia Partner Solutions Senior Vice President based in London. Good afternoon, Alfonso.
Good afternoon, Charlie. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. It's nice to experience a little bit of the lockdown opening up. Hope's the same for you.
Very nice. Yeah, same like you. We were discussing. So in Spain, things are starting to open up now, and we're finally able to breathe a little bit more. So it's hopefully the same for everybody.
Well, Alfonso, everybody knows Expedia, of course, and would assume that it has tremendous travel purchasing power and the latest and best technologies. The division you're in, Expedia Partner Solutions, its clients include travel agencies, home-based travel agents, including those that specialize in things like cruises, luxury travel, etc. And they also include OTAs, hotel bed banks, and other travel resellers. Can you please tell us why and how would these travel resellers work with Expedia Partner Solutions? It has to be more than just price.
Well, I have to say that, no? Of course. No, it is more than price, Charlie. Let me just give you some background. So EPS, or Expedia Partner Solutions, is the B2B brand of Expedia Group. And within that group, for instance, under the umbrella of Expedia Partner Solutions, we have one of the companies that you were referring, which is TAAP, which stands for Travel Agency Affiliate Program. That is a booking platform that connects all the travel agencies to our supply and accommodation. If I put, for example, this case of TAAP, and you mentioned this is more than price, yeah, of course. I mean, I would say it's the ease of use. I mean, we're trying to make it simple for our partners, our travel agencies, by intuitive search, filters. You can customize vouchers, for example, for the travelers for flight plus hotel. You have the quality of the supply that we have in Expedia groups, that all our travel agencies they benefit from that, and all our partners. You have more than 700,000 accommodations, more than 180,000 vacation rentals, 500 airlines, 175 car rentals, 20% discount of packages, 15% discount of member-only deals, and so on and so on. And then I think that the third one I would say is I think people understand when they book with Expedia and when they book with TAAP, you are in good hands, for our travelers, and I think that is something that stands. So yes, to your question, Charlie, I'm sorry for for taking so long. I would say, of course, it's just more than travel. It's always yes, travel is just one important component, but not the only.
What other components?
Well, I think as we were talking before, it's about confidence. It's about it's a business that we've been here already for many years. Now it's even more than 20 years already. So people trust you. People, we have our travel agents have access to 40 million plus reviews. They are able to use our technology. We are locally relevant in more than 30 countries, and we provide webinars, we provide studies, we provide seminars. So it's just more than that. It's always been, and we listen to our partners.
You brought up a couple of times about the trust in Expedia Partner Solutions, TAAP, the travel agent affiliate program. I guess you just went through the ultimate test with that, with COVID when it started, with the lockdown. How did you live through that? I mean, nobody can be prepared for it. So what happened? I mean, you had to learn as you went along. and obviously was cancellations. Where's my money? Where am I going to get my money? My client's going to get their money. What happened?
You seem like you have experienced something like that, so I hope it's not with TAAP. But no, I tell you, you're right. We were not prepared. Nobody was. Whoever tells you that was prepared for that, raise your hand. But I do believe that would probably not be the truth. But just to give you an idea, we have more than 22 million travel contacts in 10 weeks. To give you an idea, approximately 22 million. To give you an idea, approximately, we usually have per year approximately around 50 million. And a year has 54, whatever we have, 22 million. So to your question, were we prepared? No. So not 100%, but we learn very, very fast and we react very, very quickly. So what did we do? I think we upskill our agents, and we blended sales and customer service. That was very, very, very important. We roll out also internal tools, and that allows our travel agents to kind of deal and handle multiple bookings and not just one only booking. The other thing that I think the company did very, very well was the contact with our suppliers. We managed to move 70% of the non-refundable bookings to refundable, and that is a big thing, and then of course our travel agency we keep on insisting for them to use the self tools that they have to make sure that they book, cancel, and modify reservations internally with the tool without having to go to the customer service and trying to save some time. The other thing that was critical, and I'm super proud of the company and on the operations team and customer service, was the communication. And I think on that one we were also different. I think we made a point of sending Charlie regular and informative cancellation policy changes all the time. So there was a friend of mine who said to me, in these times of crisis, you need to over communicate, always over communicate. And of course, the way that we do always is we ask our partners, we ask our travel agents how we did it, and 70% plus of the travel agencies consider that the information we provide on the cancellation emails, cancellation policies, updates, I would say, was extremely useful. 60% plus of the travel agencies considered that it was very easy to use our cancellation systems in order to just do it yourself and don't need to call a customer service. So do I think we get it right 100%? You have the answer. Absolutely no. We learn very fast, but interesting, our travel agents and our partners consider that we did an okay job. So yeah, these are tough days, but I would say partners were with us, and we are thankful for them.
And I gather you're now prepared for the possible shutdown or limitation of travel if it should arise again in the coming months. You have your program down on how to deal with that.
So it's a good question, now, what is the recovery? How is it going to look? And I think, in my opinion, Charlie, I don't think nobody knows. We don't know the trajectory, So we know that eventually there was a down, then we stabilize, and then we'll recover. Now, is it going to be linear, or is it going to be a very bumpy ride? I think the answer, we already know that, that it's going to be a bumpy ride. Now, what can we do in Expedia Partner Solutions and particularly in TAAP? I think what we can do is just try to share with our partner and our travel agents all the things that we do in terms of communications, marketing, intel, so they can pivot towards new demands and new customers, no? Because that's the thing that, in my opinion, it's gonna change, no? I think uh, so now there's gonna be some certain demands, no? And we're gonna be able to pass them some market snapshots of what's going on in the demands, what are the cities or destinations that are now picking up. We're gonna be able, and we are already doing, we're able to explain them what is the booking length, etc., etc. We're providing a guide on how is the future going to look and what do you need to do to attract new customers from communication, and then from that communication you can go into target new travelers, etc. But I think with this, when COVID just settles, I think there's going to be some new norms and expectations that I think they're going to maybe long last for a very, very long time. So what can we do? Just be there for them and keep on working with them and listening to them, etc., which is part of what we like
Right.
to do.
How's the booking trend the last few weeks?
It's been much better, and I think that's not only for Expedia. I'm pretty sure this is everywhere. No, we came from very low, no. So I would say it's not difficult that things are looking better, no. Everything that we see in every market is increase in reservations and bookings. Most of the bookings are local, I would say. So people traveling internal. The recovery, of course, we saw big increase and recovery in China, Germany, Spain, France, and so on and so on. But as I mentioned, it's not going to be linear, no? You saw there is a couple of cases here or there, Germany, China, etc., and then cancellations appear again, no? So optimistic, yes, but as discussed, I do think that it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Lots of local hotel bookings is what you see as one of the trends. And what about cruises? I mean, while they're still extending the cancellation, some people believe that the cruising public can't wait till to come back and are booking ahead.
Well, so Charlie, so that's not I would say a subject where I consider myself an expert. What I will tell you is that if there is one industry that has suffered among each of the hotel, lodging, apartments, I think cruising has been probably number one. So it's gonna take time until there is a full recovery, and I think there will be new norms, and people will have very high expectations for that. I think that's what is important, no? When you book in Expedia, TAAP, no? All these filters, no, where you are gonna be able to see, can I do a contactless check-in or check-out? Are there gonna be hand sanitizers in the rooms? What type of information are you gonna provide to your cruise travelers? Pre and post check-in, no? Is the breakfast gonna be this way? Is it gonna be that way? Is it gonna be a buffet? Which is typically of this. Those days, I think, are gone for a few months until it's recovered, no? So it's gonna be harder for cruises to accommodate this type of new clientele, no, that are looking for safety plays.
Got it. I'm going to go back a little bit and learn a little bit more from you about Expedia Partner Solutions. Two things. How is it structured in the different parts of the world? The travelers and therefore the travel resellers adapt to client demands, and those are different. A lot of things are different. How do you adapt around the world?
Yeah, so I think from a structure for a local structure of EPS and precisely, for example, in TAAP, no? I think we are able to to provide the best service local for more than 30, as I mentioned before, more than 30 markets already. Now, how do we do that? There are different answers to that. No, but what I would say is all these local people that we have, they run, as I was mentioning to you, they run webinars, they run, like for example, I put you one example that I found very interesting. There was a webinar this week that TAAP was organizing for agents to book with safety in Mallorca. And I found it very interesting to connect the hotels and the travel agency and explaining why Mallorca, why is how we push Mallorca, etc., etc. So, and that's a very local approach, no? And the job that our people doing locally goes from querying bookings, marketing, communications, etc. No, but this is the way we do it. This is a two-way. This local relationship work is two-way communication, no? And there is only one way for us to do it, no, which is do not underestimate or think that we know what our clients want. We go and do surveys. This partner satisfaction surveys we do once a year, and it's a brilliant way to know how we're doing. No, we are able to see if we have the right supply. We are able to see if we are offering the right commercial terms. We are able to see what people think about the products that we are serving. No, and that's interesting because then we're able to granulate that information into countries. And also, for instance, you might have very different results for countries like France or India, no? Where we have a big business there, no? And for France, what they might need, they might say to you on the survey, oh, this is something that what we need is, for example, better customer service. While in India, for example, the result you will get from the agents is that you probably need more supply, or better supply. Now, the interesting part is that this is something that myself and the rest of my leadership team colleagues, this is something that we really, really, really care, and we put it in the KPIs of the company. So we target our company on these results to make sure we do better. We are locally relevant. No? So that I would say that's a little bit of the trick on how we manage to the secret sauce of how we manage to be successful in each of the countries.
Each market. Well, the TAAP, Travel Agent Affiliate Program, has been around for quite a number of years. If it's not a secret, like approximately how many travel agents are enrolled in TAAP at the moment, and is that do they generate a significant amount of Expedia's overall business?
So that I don't think so. In terms of the agents, I'll tell you there is more than 110,000 agents. In terms of the numbers, I will invite you all to go to our public records to get that data, which I think it would be for you guys to see, and I'm not gonna disclose here. But what I will tell you is that it's 110,000 agents and growing. So growing, and we're trying to incentivize those agents to make sure the recovery comes fast, because we need them. Let's be very clear, we need them, but I think they need us too. Two-way
for the win-win to happen. One thing that's caught my attention in visiting your website, reading your material, is something that talks about your technology related to the machine learning for making recommendations and to facilitate cross-selling. What's that all about, please?
So I think every company tries to use as best as we can the machine learning. I think we use machine learning for different aspects, but I'll mention to you three. One is related to search results. Then is the machine learning or deep learning that we use for sorting images. And then the third one, as you mentioned well, Charlie, is related to on the search results. I think it's pretty much you are a travel agent and you want to make sure you are able to provide the best service, quick to your final traveler. And what we do is we apply all this algorithm and logic to make sure we shortlist the best hotel or the best apartment, the best option for a traveler. Usually it's based on this algorithm has different variants, 15 different factors, be from Expedia's reviews to pricing to availability, location, etc., etc. No? Then the other interesting part, as I was saying, is the image sorting. No, I think critical when you are filtering, we are able to sort and surface in 1/20th of a second the best images available, no, for the travel agency to make sure not only that they are able to execute the sale and just get the booking, but also I think to add value. No, it is very different now when you have all the information and all the tools of a multi-billion-dollar business in your hands. No, and that's what I say. That's one of the things that they will find with TAAP. No, our systems are robust and the technology is there. No, and it comes from many years of working in this business already. No. And then the third one, as you mentioned, is the cross-sell. The cross-sell, which basically allows the travel agents to make sure, whether if it's in a booking itinerary or whether if it's in a confirmation email, to make sure that the traveler, let's imagine it goes, you are now, Charlie, you mentioned to me, you are now in Biarritz. So you might book your flight or your hotel, and you might say, oh, you know what? I want to have an activity, one of the 70,000 activities we have. I want to go to San Sebastian to eat some tapas and pictures, no? Which I know you do, Charlie. So that is what it's going to do, no? And that is the relevancy that allows you to search and surface these activities, these cards, etc. And that's how you add value. That's how our agents, I say our agents, but they are, I mean, they have their own, they have our tools in their hands, no? That's how I say ours because we find they're part of the family. No? But that's how they will differentiate after COVID. They need to add value in order to survive, and that's how they're going to do it.
Gotcha. I think I've seen some press releases recently about some incentive programs for agents that's taking place now.
Yeah. It is happening right now. It's super exciting. Happening already in US, Asia, and in China and in Germany. You know, we want this industry to recover, and we say, you know what? Why don't we do some incentives that kind of kickstart the recovery? You know, what we did, Charlie, was we kind of give like a fast track. You know, like when you are in a roller coaster that you can pass and skip all the line. And we just say, you know what? We're going to give you fast track that is going to take you. It's going to take you right away to our silver status. No, silver status. Just to give you an idea, allows new travel agencies or existing travel agencies in this case that maybe they didn't have any bookings because they didn't use it, etc., to get access to the package rates that they didn't have before and that they come with a 20% discount, but also at the same time, they are able to earn more commission. So I'll put you one example. Let's imagine you have an agency, say for example, in Italy, a new agency, they sign up with TAAP, and they get this fast track, and immediately they can access to the package rate, and on top of that, they can get revenues up to 42% more than what they could have signed before that. So that is the market. That is an incentive that is already running, as I mentioned, in China, Germany, and US, and we're super excited because on July 1st we're going live in 7 new markets. So that is exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I've learned a lot. Thank you so much, Alfonso Paredes, Expedia Partner Solutions, Senior Vice President. We all hope things recover well, like a V shape, but that's hoping too much.
And I hope you and we can celebrate one day in Biarritz or in LA. I think it will be a pleasure to see you again, Charlie.
That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. Thank you.